50 Cent says that 1090 Jake found paperwork that proves Big Meech allegedly snitched. 50 Cent posted, Tammy Cohen, the truth and nothing but the truth coming soon. 1090 Jake tomorrow, got that paperwork, you know the vibe.
Lil Meech, I ain't like his response. It seemed like he got a genuine kind of love for 50 on his response. But, you know, my response, but nigga, f*** you. Nigga, that's my daddy, nigga, f*** you, nigga. Let's go to war.
Yeah, you made my son $5 million. How much you made, though? So you gonna stop, yeah, you made, yeah. You ain't just, yeah, come on.
My dad looked out for a lot of people, and 50 ain't do half, like, 50 literally looked out for my dad more than people that my dad gave millions to.
Timed 50 Cent is trying to expose Big Meech. And now he says he has real paperwork proving Meech is a snitch. But things are getting even messier because Lil Boosie just spoke up, saying he doesn't like how Lil Meech is handling the situation. He said if someone disrespected his father the way 50 did to Meech, he would have reacted differently. It seems like Lil Meech took that to heart. Instead of responding to 50 directly, he's making a move in his own way. He's not talking back, but he's sending a message by linking up with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, two of 50's biggest rivals. And of course, 50 had something to say about it. He quickly called out Lil Meech, Ross, and Boosie, making it clear that he sees what's going on and won't let it slide. But is 50 taking this too far? Or does he have a reason to feel disrespected? And what about the paperwork he claims proves Meech is an informant? Let's get into it.
When keep showing up next to niggas that I don't f with, that's an indication to me he might have some feelings towards me. That is just everywhere I got an issue. You show up around it. So I mean, you don't forget music, because music ain't usually my motivation. My morals come off the curve. So if you see a nigga keep being around, you'll when you come around, how your antennas go on.
This whole situation between 50 Cent and Big Meech just got even crazier. Now 50 is saying he has real paperwork, proving Meech snitched to the feds. Just a few weeks ago, Meech denied the snitching rumors and said he never told on anyone.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always with me.
Despite Meech insisting he never snitched, 50 Cent is now claiming he has official court documents proving Meech was involved in third-party cooperation with a former associate who turned federal informant on Tuesday, February 25th. 50 took to social media to drop receipts, posting a screenshot of a message from YouTuber 1090 Jake, who is known for exposing snitch allegations. According to 50 and 1090 Jake's message, the documents supposedly link Big Meech's longtime associate, Tammy Cowens, to a major federal case. If what's in those files is true, it raises serious questions about how Meech's sentence got reduced. In his caption, 50 wrote, Tammy Cowens, the truth, and nothing but the truth coming soon. 1090. Jake tomorrow got that paperwork. You know the vibes. Tammy wasn't just a close friend of Big Meech. She was also a producer on 50's hit series BMF and someone Meech trusted with business. But now, the streets are saying she was playing both sides, allegedly using info Meech gave her to help the feds take down major players. According to former BMF affiliate Blue Da Vinci, Meech made Tammy the head of BMF Entertainment after he got locked up in 2008. But just a year later, things took a wild turn when Tammy allegedly flipped and started working with the FBI.
Yeah, Tammy Cowan.
Okay, now...
She's a co-producer of the BMF Stars TV show.
Okay, and you're saying that she's an informant?
Definitely, 100%.
Okay.
She been an informant since 2009. Tammy Cowens is Big Meech personal assistant / business partner / whatever you want to call. You know what I'm saying? Basically she became the owner of what Meech has as BMF Entertainment, his company from prison. His company, she became the owner of it in 2008. And in 2009, she became a government informant. In 2010, she did a case that was pertaining to a guy that Meech met in prison and one of Meech's homeboys of 26 years. And she's the person that got his life right. So she's the person that 50 Cent got the movie from, the TV show from. That's the only way to get it. You can't get it from Meech because he in prison, so he can't DBA. He can't do business from prison. He's in jail. So he has to sign his rights to do his life story or do whatever he gonna do in his name over to somebody else. And Tammy Cowens is the person that was appointed to do all of that business. And she's the one that got the deal with 50.
This is true, and one of Meech's closest associates was working with the feds before his sentence was reduced. It raises questions about whether Meech knew and cooperated through Tammy. Some people on social media quickly pointed out that the paperwork 50 is talking about isn't new and doesn't actually prove Meech was a snitch. Others noted that nowhere in the documents does it directly name Meech as an informant. Plus, just because Tammy's cooperation may have helped reduce Meech's time doesn't mean he actively snitched. Here's how it works. In some cases, a federal informant can help reduce someone else's sentence by providing useful information, but whether the person benefiting from it is involved depends on a few things. The first option is a sworn affidavit or cooperation agreement. If an informant testifies or provides statements that help someone's case, the judge or prosecution might decide to reduce their sentence. Usually the person getting the deal has to be aware of and agree to it. Then there's third-party cooperation, which is where things get tricky. If an associate gives info to the feds that helps someone's case, the feds might offer a deal, even if the person benefiting never spoke to them directly. This creates a grey area because they didn't snitch themselves, but still benefited from someone else cooperating. That's why the third-party snitch debate is messy. If Tammy helped reduce Meech's sentence, the real question is whether Meech knew and approved, or if it happened behind his back. Cent is claiming that Meech was fully aware and passed info to Tammy, which he then took to the feds. But that isn't clear from the paperwork. If Tammy did all this without Meech knowing, calling him a snitch might be a stretch. Either way, 50 isn't letting up and is now dragging more people into the drama. One of those people is Boosie, who recently jumped into the conversation after Lil Meech sent a text to 50, which later got posted online. This happened after 50 called Meech and his whole crew rats. In the text, Lil Meech told 50, "They just told me you unfollowed me on Instagram, and now you're managing Skilla Baby with Rocket." Lil Meech told 50 that he introduced Skilla Baby to him when 50 didn't even know who he was. He said he always had 50's back and couldn't believe 50 was treating him like an enemy. Lil Meech insisted he had only shown love and loyalty, admitting he had his own struggles, but never switched up regarding Big Meech linking up with Rick Ross, which started this whole drama. Lil Meech claimed it was just about money. He said, "F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he could afford his bills until our next season starts. This internet stuff is throwing me off. You know me in real life." But 50 didn't care and fired back, telling Lil Meech he could forget about his role in the BMF show. 50 texted, "What next season, Lil Ninja?" Later, he mocked Lil Meech for losing his role, saying his next acting gig would be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, adding, "I'll call Mona Scott for him later today." 50 didn't stop there. He took another shot at Rick Ross and Big Meech's parenting, by digging up an old video of Lil Meech hanging out with Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, when they were dating. 50 clowned Meech, asking why Ross didn't step up and help his family while Meech was locked up. He wrote, "Why didn't old boy look out for Mimi and send him to acting school? Big screech, all your people were out here doing nothing for him. You come home thinking you're the Black Pablo Escobar and ate him up." 50 also reminded everyone that he was the one who kept Big Meech's family financially stable. Taking another jab, he mocked Meech for wearing Lil Meech's jewelry, writing, "I helped your family make over $5 million legally. It's not my fault it's all gone. B, give the baby back his jewelry." As for Boosie, when asked about 50 exposing Lil Meech's text, he said he didn't like how Lil Meech handled it so calmly and respectfully. Boosie even said that if it were him, he would have snapped on 50 for disrespecting his dad like that. Interview. Cent was quick to fire back out Boosie, claiming he had done more for Lil Meech than his own father. Sharing a clip of Boosie's interview, 50 wrote, "I did more for Mimi than anyone in his life, Boosie. That's why he responded like that. If he got locked up, I'm the first person he called. I bailed him out every time, but it looks like Lil Meech is done trying to reason with 50, as he just linked up with two of 50's biggest enemies, Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. 50 and Ross have been beefing for over a decade, and the whole drama with Meech started when he first connected with Ross after getting out of prison. As for Floyd, he and 50 were once close, but their friendship fell apart over money and personal jabs. On February 21st, Lil Meech posted a photo of himself with Floyd and Ross at Lucky Strike Bowling Alley in Miami. He also shared another picture with just Floyd, showing off clothing from his Red Letters Once collab, which he gifted to Floyd. To top it off, Lil Meech threw shade at 50 in his caption, writing, "Real power." During the meetup, Big Meech even made a quick appearance over the phone, talking with both Ross and Floyd. As expected, 50 wasted no time responding, posting a clip of Lil Meech talking to Ross and joking that they were probably discussing Ross, sending Big Meech a Wingstop delivery. 50 wrote, he said, "Yo, tell your pops I'ma look out. What's the address? I'ma send some wings over there." At this point, it's clear 50 is done with the Flannery family. After everything he did, putting Big Meech's story on the map with BMF, helping Lil Meech in the industry, he feels betrayed. With Lil Meech now linking up with Ross and Floyd, there's no coming back from this. Fans are divided. Some say 50 took things too far, calling him out for exposing Meech publicly and pushing snitching rumors without proof. Others side with 50, believing he has every right to feel betrayed. While BMF was also a business move for him, there's no denying he gave Lil Meech a huge opportunity. What's your take? Is 50 doing too much, or is he justified? And do you think the paperwork really proves Big Meech snitched? Drop your thoughts below.